Right then, lads and lasses, how we doing, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a lovely day. Welcome back to the Geordie Josh channel, and welcome back for daily news. In today's daily news video, we've got yet another bit of news on this massive, draining, over-prolonging saga on Benjamin Sesko, Newcastle United, and obviously Manchester United, the devil in all of this sort of saga going on. And it kind of it massively links to the Alexander Isak, Liverpool and Newcastle United, yet again, saga which is going on. If we do sign Sesko, it does look like Alexander Isak will get his move to Liverpool and Liverpool's move for Alexander Isak. So we'll see how it all pans out. We've got some very exciting news, some not exciting news. Of course, Newcastle United have placed a bid yesterday with nearly 90 million euros for Benjamin Sesko. Manchester United have made one today. It's lower. Surprisingly though, it's more impactful, and apparently Benjamin Sesko prefers a move to Man United. So without further ado, if you do enjoy the video, you do enjoy the update, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new for all Newcastle United content. Sorry if I sound a little bit grudgy in this video. I believe, unfortunately, I've got a chest infection. Honestly, I have to take an inhaler every 30 seconds. It's not good, ladies and gentlemen. But without further ado, enough about the chest infections. Let's get into the news. Without further ado, let's get into it. There we go. So first of all, away from Benjamin Sesko, who it's been a massive story around Newcastle United at the moment. Newcastle are very interested in the striker. Yet again though, so are Manchester United. But yet again, away from Benjamin Sesko, Keith Downey from Sky Sports reported this morning that Alexander Isak returned to Newcastle United's facilities this morning to receive treatment for his injuries. Now, there was no clarification whether he actually trained on the grass with the squad playing football, not just receiving treatment and medical treatment for his injury, not if he's spoken to Eddie Howe and any talks have been taking place, nothing, just that he's went to Newcastle and received his treatment. Now, I know many fans are going to be saying, well, the way he's treated us, he's not receiving treatment, get lost, you're not using our training ground, you can go and use your own like you did in Spain. I do get that, but if we are going to sell Alexander Isak, or if we're going to keep him, of course we're going to let him use our facilities, but if we are going to sell Alexander Isak, and it does look likely, we're not going to sell an injured Alexander Isak, are we, ladies and gentlemen? Of course we're going to try and get him to his full fitness, because then we're going to get the full price tag. If we sell Alexander Isak with a niggling injury in his thigh or something like that, they're going to want some money shaved off that, and we want to get the most money we can. So of course we are going to give them what's supposed to be a 100% Alexander Isak. He's never 100%, but a 100% Alexander Isak from what we can help. But then, ladies and gentlemen, it was reported by David Ornstein that Manchester United have made a €75 million offer plus 10 million in add-ons for Benjamin Sesko, slightly lower than Newcastle United's total of €90 million offer yesterday. Man United, this is the bad part, believe that the striker prefers a move to Old Trafford. They believe that the striker, the Slovenian international, would choose Manchester United over Newcastle United. And I really don't see why. Manchester United, granted, they are an absolutely massive club, they are, and as much as I don't like Manchester United from a personal point of view, for many reasons, we've got to admit that they are gigantic in the footballing world. But as it stands right now, Newcastle have a better manager, a better squad. We play European football, the best European football. Manchester United play nothing. They finished 15th, okay? I don't get what these players are saying. They will look at Manchester United, look at all the careers that club has ruined, the wasted potential all throughout the years, the attackers, the defenders, the midfielders. Donny van der Beek went from one of the highest profiling youngsters to an absolute, not even a shadow of himself. He's a bang average player now. Bloody Sean Longstaff's better than him at the minute. But look, how can you look at all them careers being demolished and say, do you know what it is? I prefer them over one of the most exciting managers in the Premier League, Eddie Howe, players like Sandro Tonali playing alongside me, maybe even Alexander Isak, but the likes of Anthony Gordon, Lewis Hall, Tino Livramento, Sven Botman, Bruno G, Anthony Elanga, who's a new addition for £55 million, St James's Park, the prospect of playing for some of the most passionate fans in the footballing world. How can you turn that down for Man United? Yes, you're going to get your Instagram followers and you might get more money, but come on, for your footballing career, it's a no-brainer. It's Newcastle United every day of the week, and I will die on that hill. Keith Downey from Sky Sports also had something more to say on this situation, obviously reaffirming that Newcastle did make their €90 million offer yesterday for Benjamin Sesko, €5 million more than Manchester United's, which proves, and he said, that Newcastle's offer compared to Manchester United's is higher, as we know, and is more upfront. Manchester United want to pay in instalments. Newcastle United's offer is all the money in. There's no like, we'll give you half this season and then the next season we'll give you the other half. Newcastle United are going all in for Benjamin Sesko. Man United are doing it season by season. Newcastle United are giving them much better payment terms and more. RB Leipzig, are you like okay in the head? If I was RB Leipzig's sporting director, and from his point of view, he probably wants the clubs to offer more money, getting an even further bidding war than what we already are, which you can't really blame him. It is going in his pocket to develop his club and further his own pockets. But if we're looking at it right now, take Newcastle United's offer. You're getting more money in better payment terms. Like, this really doesn't need to be explained, does it, ladies and gentlemen? And I get that the player might want to join Manchester United over Newcastle. I don't know why, but if he does want to, then surely it should just be in RB Leipzig's control, that they control the situation, not the player. Like Newcastle control the Alexander Isak to Liverpool situation. The player hasn't forced a move, or he might be pushing for one, but Newcastle United are in full control, and that's been reiterated and reported variously in the media. So RB Leipzig should have that same sort of affirmative grasp on Benjamin Sesko like we do on Alexander Isak. And look, if RB Leipzig's sort of board of controls or the transfer sector of people up there do just want to make this a bidding war, I'll be honest, €90 million. If it gets further than that, just let Manchester United have him. We're not paying €100 million. Yes, of course, that's not £100 million. It's not far off at all. But Benjamin Sesko, he's a great player. Fantastic. I would love him at Newcastle. I love the prospect of Benjamin Sesko with his broad variety of goals he's scored. He looks very athletic. My God, he can get his foot higher than his head. Like, he looks like a great player, but for €100 million, which is probably the next step up, 95 million, then 100 million, we know these clubs are going to go backwards and forwards. Don't go overboard. Like, it's getting a bit ridiculous now, if I'm being honest. Anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, something you may want to hear and something I certainly want to hear. You and me are probably very both sick of all these sagas. We've had Mark Gahey in the past. Now it's Isak in Liverpool. And of course, now it's Benjamin Sesko, Man United and Newcastle United. Craig Hope said via his WhatsApp group, exclusive, you can join that via his Twitter page, he said that Newcastle want a resolution for the Benjamin Sesko situation today. Newcastle want an answer if we're going to get Benjamin Sesko, if we are not. And if we are not, we've got to keep Alexander Isak. There's no if, buts or maybes, by the way. Like, if we can't find a replacement, we all know no one can on the market. Anyone in the world can replace Alexander Isak for his age, ability, what he offers for the club. We can't find a replacement apart from Benjamin Sesko for Newcastle. I don't actually think there is one on the market. Benjamin Sesko obviously isn't a like-for-like Isak replacement. He might get there. We never ever know. But as for now, it's only Benjamin Sesko in my eyes. If we're looking at the likes of Ollie Watkins, Nicholas Jackson has been murmured. Oh, I'm not going to even dive into them depths because that is something I don't want to happen. I don't want to speak that into existence, if I'm being honest. I know I've done it on TikTok, but I'm not doing it here. That's just for the Jackson news in itself. Whew. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you did enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new for all Newcastle United content. And let me know down below, what would you do in the case that Man United supposedly buy Benjamin Sesko, the player prefers the move, etc., etc., and we keep Alexander Isak? What are we meant to do? Because there's been talk of sending him to the under-21s. I mean, look, he's done us dirty, and I don't want to seem like we're kind of rolling over for Isak here, because that would set a really bad precedent that every player could just treat us rubbish and do what they want and get away with it. Like, that doesn't set a good tone whatsoever. We've been really, really good with Eddie Howe setting the no D-head rule, if you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. Alexander Isak may have crossed that line, but what would you do if Isak did stay at the club? How do we handle that? Do we just let bygones be bygones and let him crack on and score the 25 goals he's meant to next season? What would you do, ladies and gentlemen? Go out for another replacement? Just sell him? Do you not want anything to do with him? Let me know down below, because yet again, for that whole, the majority of the Isak Liverpool saga, I was away and I didn't see most of it. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. If there is any more further news today, of course, I will be bringing you it on the YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, turn them notification bells on so you are never ever late and you get the news as soon as possible. I've been Geordie Josh. You go and enjoy your day. I missed the motto there. Go and enjoy your day, people.